Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to plug in some formulas using an existing spreadsheet. So I want to calculate the total momentum and total kinetic energy, both the initial and the final, and see if the energy and momentum is conserved. And we're going to do this for all 10 trials. So I'm going to show you how to set it up once, and then you can copy and paste. We do have to be careful when we copy and paste to make sure that we get the formulas and not just copy the values. I noticed that some of you guys did that. So I typed in here total momentum for the initial condition, and then on the little thing underneath, and I'm going to separate this, make it the same color as everything. So I click on the following icons. You highlight the cells that you want to change the format, and then you can click on the border icon and then the paint fill icon and choose the appropriate colors. Down here I'm going to put total momentum final, and once I've highlighted both cells, if I click on that icon, I can do the inside borders and then choose light blue as a color for my fill, and then I can click there and get the outside borders as well. And so when you do the inside and outside borders, that basically puts a border on the whole thing. Now that I've taken care of that, let's do the formula here. So now the formula for the total momentum is just going to add the two momentums together. So I'm going to take this cell, so I put my equal sign, this cell plus this cell, then I hit enter, and the computer will automatically calculate it. Down here, same thing, I'm going to take the information from that cell, which is the momentum, and then the information from the other cell, and add those two together and hit enter. And as you can see, it just kind of calculates. And if you look at the initial momentum and the final momentum, since they equal, we assume that the momentum was conserved. And so we're going to do this for all the elastic and inelastic collisions. We're also going to do the same thing for the kinetic energy. So we're going to look at the total kinetic energy just by adding them together and see what we get at the initial and at the final. So I'm going to put total kinetic energy initial here. I am going to adjust the border and the color fill, and then I'll do the same thing for the final. We'll add that in. So I'm going to type in total kinetic energy, then highlight the two cells that I want to add color and change the borders. If I click this icon, that gives me the outside and then the inside border just by clicking on those icons. Select those two cells again, and then come up to the paint fill. It looks like a paint can spilling paint, and then choose the color. Again, it's just the sum, so I'm going to set equals plus this cell value plus this cell value. Again, down here I click equals, which puts me in formula mode, and then I select the cell that I want to get the value, manually type in a plus sign, and then select the other cell, hit enter, and it puts the formula in. Now, what I want to do is just copy and paste this information to all of the trials, but I have to do a specific way. The reason for that is that the values are based on formulas, so I want to remember to copy and paste the formulas as well. So the first step in that process, highlight everything I want to copy, choose copy, and then go to the next trial, and I'm going to select the cell that I want to start, but I'm going to select paste special, and I have a bunch of options. So I'm going to put the values first, and notice that it copied all the numbers, but then I want to copy the formulas, and then it'll change the formulas. In other words, it'll calculate the value based on the formula of the cells in this sheet and not just the numbers from the other sheet. And I can verify that by clicking it. It's adding this cell plus that cell on sheet 2 or trial 2 as it's listed here. And then notice also that the format isn't there. I don't have the color or the border, so if I hit paste and then I choose format, it'll put in the borders and the colors. We have to do it that way to make sure that we get the formulas in there as well before